In this video, I will tell you the 3 most common dishes in Norway. I think they might surprise you. Then, in the end of the video, I'll give you 3 things you have to eat if you go to Norway one day. So, what is the most common food in Norway? Is it maybe the nice vegetables we get from all over Europe? Maybe it's the world famous salmon, the fish we eat? Or maybe it's something else, something we have from our traditions, whatever it is. So what is it? Okay, so the Norwegian diet is made up of a lot of nice traditional food. We also have a lot of exported food from all over the world, since we're not able to grow most of the vegetables ourselves. I wonder why, because Norway is so hot. So we import most of our vegetables. Then in the end, of course, we have a lot of seafood, because we have a long tradition with that, and we have a lot of fish. So we eat a lot of those things. Oh no, you're wrong. It is bread. It's true, because in Norway we eat bread for breakfast, normal breakfast with some eggs or something. Then we have also for lunch, we go to work, and guess what? We open the box of food, we have more bread. Then we go home, maybe we eat some snack with bread. Then maybe the exception here is for dinner, which is we eat around maybe 5, 6, 7 o'clock. We eat maybe something else. Then we have a supper, which is super late in the night. And guess what? Again, more bread. Then I get to respond to people like, wow, Norwegian people are so boring. You always eat bread. My response is, we're not boring. We eat bread with different things. We have eggs, ham, jam, cheese. So we're not boring. We can change the thing we put on the bread. But since I'm living in Italy, I don't eat bread anymore because I learned from the Italian culture. Okay, enough bread now. Let's speak about the second thing we eat a lot in Norway, which is potatoes. Okay, so potato is one of the things that actually we can grow in Norway with our cold climate. So we're really proud of this one. So we eat potato all the time with everything. And you might be like, no, what do you mean everything? I'm saying yes, everything. We eat potatoes with fish, we eat potatoes with meat, we eat potatoes with vegetables, we eat potatoes with potatoes, we eat potatoes with bread. So just a little advice, if you're gonna go to Norway, make sure you like bread and potatoes. And then one other thing we eat a lot of in Norway is fish. Okay, we eat all kinds of fish. We eat salmon, cod, podlog, hatbull. I don't even know how to pronounce them in English, but in Norwegian, yes, we eat a lot of fish. We actually have quite a good tradition with fishing along the coast of Norway. We fish a lot, so we've been kind of in the past living a lot from seafood. So we have still a lot of seafood and a lot of fish that we eat. Now, let me tell you some things you have to eat if you go to Norway. My advice. Number 1, Kvikk lunch. All right, it's an amazing chocolate. It's kind of like the Kit Kat, Norwegian Kit Kat. We bring this everywhere we go, especially if we go for a trip. Okay, maybe not everywhere, but if you go on a trip, for example, into the mountains, we always bring it. And also it's really a big thing to eat it in the Easter, okay? It's really Norwegian. If you go on the top of the mountain, it's like, oh, finally I'm here. Take a photo and eat Kvikk lunch. Okay, another one you have to try is grøt. One of my favorites. I always eat it. So this one is just, I like the one with rice. It's called like risgrøt. It's like rice porridge. It's a special type of rice, some milk, then you cook it, then you put sugar, cinnamon, a little bit of butter on top. It is really good and really Norwegian. For example, it is a really big tradition in Norway to eat grøt every Saturday. You call it like lørdagsgrøt. It's like Saturday porridge, we say. It's really Norwegian. One other thing you have to try is, of course, the salmon. I didn't forget it. This salmon, you just have to try it because it's really famous in the world that we actually export it to a lot of countries. I think we are the second biggest exporter of salmon in the whole world. So I think that you should go to Norway, and then once you're there, try the salmon because it's really good. Let me know if you can taste the difference between the Norwegian salmon or the exported Norwegian salmon. Tell me. Next one is really interesting actually. It's called Brunost. Okay? It's like brown cheese. If you don't know what it is basically a cheese which is not white, it is brown. And it's really actually really sweet. We put it a lot of things like waffles. You can also just eat it like this, but it's really common to put it with bread, of course, waffles, or you can just eat it like a snack. It's really divided that some people really like it and some people actually don't like it that much. For example, me, it's not my favorite, but I know a lot of people who really likes it. So I think you should try for yourself and tell me. Another one that you should try, in my opinion, is called kjøttkaker. It's like meat cakes, we say that. It is basically just a kind of like a meatball where you can put onions inside and you have meat inside and then you eat it. It's really like traditional and Norwegian. So if you want, you can try it. For example, if you go to like a traditional Norwegian restaurant, they are most likely gonna serve this one because it's called like really traditional Norwegian. So you can try it if you want. I'm so glad you stayed to the last one because this one is really good. It's called Carnell boller. It is basically a sweet with like cinnamon inside and a lot of, I don't even know what is inside. It's amazing. It's really good. You should try it and it's really, really Norwegian, okay? So I think this is one of the things that you have to try if you go to Norway. And also in the end here, a shout out to Grys Carlsen. She actually gave me a lot of the photos I'm using. She makes amazing food. She has a really famous blog about Norwegian food, so you can check it out if you want. There's going to be a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more Norwegian, go to my social media accounts and speak with me there. You can connect with a lot of other students. I'm going to teach Norwegian there every day with real life situations. Thank you so much.